Hey, Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. How you doing today? Hope all is going well. Got a quick one here for you for a Friday. I hope this helps you in some way. I know with the virus and everything, we've all gone through some pretty tough times. And one of the benefits is that you've been able to defer your student loan payments and other payments, maybe your 401k, things like that, if you have a loan against your 401k. And look, now that things are starting to recover, I hope, for you, what I want to talk about is which loans are okay to defer if they continue to allow you to defer them. So in the CARES Act, they actually said, hey, tell you what, student loan payments, we're just going to stop them, right? You can't be evicted, things like that. Now, that's all kind of come and gone, but the student loan payments actually continue, or don't continue, but the deferment continues for another couple months. Well, if you're still struggling and you're like recovering from that, and maybe you have a 401k loan and a student loan, I'd like for you to start paying back your student loan if you can afford to do so, even though you don't have to. The reason is really simple. In a student loan deferment, well, that interest is still due. You still have to pay that. It's still something that's there. It may not be accruing, but it's something that's there and it's costing you. Well, in a 401k, if you defer your 401k loan payment, that's just deferring loan payments to yourself, right? Because you may not know, in a 401k loan, when you take that out, maybe you pay 5 or 6% back, but that interest is all yours. There's no interest that goes to anybody else. That goes to you. And so if you need to defer that, well, that's okay, because you're deferring interest to yourself, and that's okay. Now, if you have an existing loan, the rule here is, if you haven't deferred payments, by the way, and you need to, the rule is that it has to be done within 180 days of when the CARES Act became official, meaning you had to have taken the loan 180 days or prior before that, right? So the cutoff's actually September 29th, 2019. So if you have a 401k loan that you took out in October of 2019, and now the virus hits and you're like, oh crap, I haven't been able to pay this thing back. If you haven't already, you could defer those loans for up to 1 year, I believe. It'll take you up to the end of the year. But you could defer those loan payments as long as you had that loan already, right? And if you took the loan or you need to take a loan from your 401k, then that applies too. But this applies, I'm talking to people in general that took it before the virus. Well, it still counts for you as long as it was done after September 29th, 2019. Now, the current rules on a 401k loan, if you had to take one or from your workplace plan, is either $100,000 or 100% of your balance, whatever is less. That's different because, and this still applies, by the way, even though the CARES Act's expired. The reason for that is before it used to be $50,000. That was the max loan you could take. And I saw all the videos, everybody out there taking loans to buy real estate. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But anyways, you want to maybe focus on that. So that's really it. I didn't mean to make this like a big video here today. It's just I noticed a lot of customers saying they're still struggling a little bit. They're recovering. They've got a little extra money and they want to start going with retirement and putting money away. And I'm like, wait a minute. Your student loans. Do you have student loans? Go ahead and start paying those first, right? Because I don't want that interest to build up and then the clock starts again and there's some of these issues. The 401k loans continue to defer that. I have no problem deferring that. Even if there's a new stimulus and they let you continue to defer it, go for it, right? Because that's interest you're paying yourself, and that's the moral of today's story. Anyways, I wish you a good weekend. We'll see you later. The Closing Beat, 5 o'clock. It's live on our YouTube channel where we cover the stock market, all kinds of good geeky stuff. So come join us for that, and I appreciate you hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later.